man, boy, we are back. It's been a long time since I played this game. Long time. Basically since launch. I played it for like 3 months after the game actually came out. Well, at least when I got it after the game came out. It was shortly after launch when I got it, and then I played it for like 3 or 4 months off and on. But I made so much. Actually, no, I played it for 3 or 4 months straight, basically. As soon as I got in from work, I was on this game, and I was grinding it like crazy on my operation, trying to make whatever money I could. I'm like, I remember almost everything about this game from when I played it. When I played it, the town was real quiet. There were no cartel members. There was the cops and weren't that bad. I know that they've made a lot of improvements to the cops. They added cartel members and a bunch of other stuff that you got to watch out for now. And I think they even might have expanded the map. I don't actually know. See, this was my first game. Net worth of $139,000. Created more than a year ago. Last played more than a year ago. Version 0.3.4 F4, which we are now at 0.4.5 F2. So it's been a while since I played my game. A long time. Bro, I do this just for shits and giggles. I make my worlds drug named in this game, related to drugs. So I'm like, this sounds like an amusement park name, like a name for an amusement park based on weed. Welcome to Super Weed World, where you can smoke your ass off and actually have fun for once in your damn life. Welcome. Here's your complimentary blunt, and now have fun. Go find some people, some groupies over there to go hang with and smoke a joint. Go on now. Bye. We got a whole army of people out there you can go hang out with. Just don't do anything stupid. We will be watching. The prologue I have not played since the game first came out. So honestly, I'm kind of curious. Will I actually be able to make enough weed to really... Because I know the last time I did this, I made a terrible mistake. Okay, like, I made a terrible mistake when I first started the game. Well, my first save, I made a terrible mistake. Or at least it was a terrible mistake whenever I came back and thought about it. I sat there and I just stared at my mistake for like 10 minutes. I'm like, well, actually, probably like 2 minutes. I talked to myself about it for like 2 minutes straight because I'm like, bro, what the heck? Ooh. We need our trimmers. Access storage. We're going to put that there and that there because we need both of these. Now, where's my sink? Fill up our water bottle. Yay! Pour water. Rotate. Oh. I haven't played this game in so long, honestly. Watering the plant. Watering the plant. I don't even know if there's anything in here, but who cares? Yay. Alright, now, we'll fill it back up again. Now we're going to harvest our little buds here, and then we will, of course, put the buds on the rack for later. Actually, we're going to go to the packaging station first. Another day, package all the weed at the packaging station. Okay. 1. it's usually very unlike me for me to be. I haven't done this back in my first game. I hadn't done this in like a long time because one of the very first major changes to one of my houses I made was getting the automatic bagging station. Respond to the customers on your phone. Customers deal. All right, to the truck. Yo.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking to pick up any supplies for yourself, just throw them on my tab. Cheers, buddy. Feel free to take my truck. Bro, thanks. Needed this. Beep, beep. Need the pickup truck. This is the one time that you'll actually be able to have a full-on pickup truck in this game, as far as I know. I know that again, my vehicle of choice whenever you proceed to, move to the new area after the prologue is finished, my vehicle of choice was always the minivan. My vehicle of choice was the minivan. Why? Because it was inconspicuous. It reminded me of Herbert's van. So I was always, I got some candy. You want some candy up in here? And all my candy was just drugs. Very powerful, overwhelmingly powerful drugs because I was so damn good at making them. Now, where do I need to go? We got two drops back here somewhere. Hey there. I got your stuff. Yeah, money. Money! My first big money! Now let's go find the next client. We gotta go find the next client. Hey bro, I got your stuff. I got the stuff. Here's some kush. Give me your money, thanks. Onwards to the next person. We gotta run, gotta run, run. I know one thing I tried to do in this game before the prologue ended. In the prologue, I tried to buy basically as much. I tried to grow as much weed as possible in the very short time I had before, Good. Thank you. You should go talk to Chelsea. I think she likes your stuff. Chelsea? Huh. Phone. Contacts. Chelsea. Provide a sandwich, Chelsea, near the doctor's office. Right. Let's go. Ooh. Bottle. I can't pick it up. It's the fuzz. I know there's no fuzz. I know there's the fuzz ain't around here. Not at this time. Yo, bro. Can I interest you in a sample? Here you go. Yo. It's not any standard. It ain't the big bad weed, but still, it ain't the big bad stuff that I used to grow. This is just the basic stuff. Stuff that I grow. I grew, for a while. Yo! Purchase 2 bags of toy from the hardware store. Okay, 1, 2. Hold it. The officer will search your inventory left or right. Click and hold to conceal. You can only conceal one item at a time. I actually forgot you could do this. You're fine. You're clean. Lucky this time, I guess. But I know you and your uncle are up to something on that ranch. You better watch your back. This town won't tolerate scum like you for much longer. I knew it! I knew it! I should have been more careful. But fools! The law will be. You will have to deal with the patrols, body searches, vehicle checkpoints, curfews, and more. Oh my god, the curfews! I swear to God, I fucking hated those things. Actually, I hated them at first. I hated them at first for like the first 2 or 3 nights worth of curfews. I hated them. But then I started using them to my advantage. I started making deliveries at like after dark, basically when the curfews were in place. I started telling them to meet me at specific places where I knew the cops weren't going to be, and I would always be dropping stuff off like, oh my god, all over the place. Talk to at the motel. Where's that at? Damn fuzz. It's the fuzz, people. Yo. Oh yeah, you gonna pay for it? No, it ain't. No, it ain't. In fact, O'Neill's already owed us some serious cash. For you, he's been good on his word so far, but let him know he better close this tab real soon. I also need some weed seeds. Ballsy today, huh? Fine, but if Nelson doesn't pay up, you'll be next in line. Don't worry, bro. I mean, if I could pay you now, I would. I got like $270. I know that's not nearly enough to pay this guy off, because I have a feeling Uncle Nelson or whatever his wheelchair ass name is, I have a feeling his ass owes like probably more along the lines of a few $1,000s to that person, maybe even into the tens of thousands, and he still hasn't paid it off because he's like those swindlers. He's always like, "Don't worry, I'll get you next week." He's like, and he keeps making different excuses for not wanting to pay on time. It's like, bro, we need that guy from that book that I read a while back. His name was Knuckles. He was a biker from a book about a motorcycle club. His name was Knuckles. That was his nickname. He beat the crap out of people when they didn't pay. Technically, he didn't really beat them. He just kind of... His mere presence was absolutely terrifying to almost everybody they worked with. Everybody. They always sent... And whenever they had trouble... Whenever the motorcycle club had trouble getting somebody to pay, they would always send Knuckles in. And he would be the one sent to collect, and he would basically collect, because he wouldn't leave until he got all the money he was working with, like all the money owed. He would just sit there and like, I know you got more somewhere, come on man, cough it up. Even if you ain't got, you'd get all good, got your package, but those guys were pretty nancy. Oh yeah? Don't worry about them. I'll settle one soon enough. Thanks for grabbing that shit. Well, I'll let you get on with it. See you tomorrow, bud. I don't intend to sleep tonight. No, I intend on growing all these weed seeds that I got rolling around in there. Here, let me throw some more dirt in this box. There we go. Good old Kush seeds. Water! Water it! Water! Water! It needs water! Water. 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 Gotta refill. My poor little safe is broken. Oh yeah. I always try to keep at least a small amount of money on me at all times, because I'm like, I should have probably bought more bags, but whatever. 84%. That's 77% grown. Is there a map? I don't think so. Character. Nada. No, I got pretty good at dressing my character up in clothes that were very concealing. Like, I was always hunting down, I went to every clothing store I could find in the new city, and I was always hunting for the stuff that concealed my presence most. Like, all black clothing, basically anything that would give me, like, a, what do they call it, swag bonus? But I was mainly looking for things that would conceal my presence so the cops wouldn't be able to see me as easily from a distance, because I was really good at basically walking almost like right behind them, because it's like they never turn around. Like in Assassin's Creed, you know how you were following those guards on those follow missions and they would just turn around and periodically to see if they're being followed? No, the cops don't do that in this game, so they're complete idiots. They just keep walking along their patrol path, so it's basically you just jump in behind them and you just can follow them all the way to your destination because they're not going to turn around. So long as you're very sneaky with it, you won't have to worry about anything specific coming back to bite you. It's 84% grown. Pour water. Water. Refill. I'm not really listening to any music right now. I know I need to get more, no, actually, I am not ready to go to bed because I still have 4 seeds I want to grow. If I can, I would like to be able to grow the rest of the seeds before I leave so I can get all of that good weed before I leave so I could go back to town tomorrow, but I know it probably won't work. Sleep! Oh. Go! Get to the RV! Bye, Uncle Nelson. Peace. I'm sorry for leaving you, but honestly, I don't really care about you. You're helping me out in the new city, but honestly, yeah. Right. I know when I get there, I have to make sure I harvest and I collect everything in my RV. Before I leave, I have to make sure I collect everything. All my monies, all my drugs, everything. I gotta make sure I bring it all with me whenever I roll. Because last time, my dumbass sat there. Because I was recording a video at the time, but I had paused it. So I could sit there and watch them grow. Like, water them, grow them, harvest, and put the little buds in bags and stuff and get it all backed away. And I put it on the little storage shelf in the RV so I could come back and get some more of it whenever I was ready to sell some more. It comes to turn to find out, I come back to my RV like sometime later, and my RV has been destroyed. All my contents are burned to the ground. It's like there's nothing left. I only had what's little bit of stuff I had left to work with, which wasn't much. I managed to make enough money to buy some more weed, but it was real tight for a while. Time to get to work, boys. We gotta get to work. We're in a big city now, boys. I don't know where we're at. I don't know what city this is. All I know is it's Schedule 1, big interstate. We're pulling off here. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that they eventually make the map bigger, but I can see that something like this, bigger map and stuff, tends to fall on the back burner whenever it's like people want like more ways to make money and sell stuff. Honestly, I'll do it about like that. I don't want to be too fat. Let's see. Buzz cut. I think Spike News always worked for me. I went for the dark brown though. Okay, let's see. Slight smile. Smug. Agitated. Slight smile. Double. Goatee. Okay, facial detail intensity. Maximize. Oh god, no. Oh yeah. I know you can make your character look like a complete drug addict. Like you can give him really thick eyebrows, real nice looking eyebrows. Let's separate them a little bit, move them back up a little bit, and then angle them off a little bit more. Make them a little thicker, not too much. All right, we got a t-shirt, black, obviously. Cargo pants, black, obviously. Actually, no, blue. Sneakers, red. No, brown. Done. Because we're here to make money. So yes, we have to do the thing. Gotta make sure we bag up all of our product because we clearly don't have any. We didn't bring anything with us, but whatever. I heard you're in some trouble. Best not to talk over your mobile phone. Go find a payphone. Well, first things first, we gotta grow some product. We gotta grow something that can actually be used to make us even some little bit of starting money because we gotta be able to get started in this area. In this new area where we just moved to, we gotta have something to sell so we can actually, you know, afford to get ourselves a new place. And since I don't have any weed seeds, like, at all, I got, like, just the tiniest little bit of weed here. Exit. Okay. Cut. There we go. Alright. This is only 87% grown, so we're going to have to wait just a few minutes for us to finish growing this, because I don't want to lose out on this one weed plant that we still have. I don't want to lose out on this. We can't bring any of this growing material with us, so we're going to wait here for a little bit and wait for this thing to fully grow. We're also going to make sure our thing is fully filled up, ready to roll at a moment's notice. And we're also going to bag up whatever we can. I don't know how many bags we have over there. I don't think there's that many over there, but still. I'll bag up whatever I can find, and then... Oh, it's Highland Point. I didn't know that's what this map was called. Well, I know the map's not very big. They got, like, this big, interstate that goes kind of across the area, but that's about it. The map is big enough, honestly, for someone that's actually going to be chugging around constantly. So it's best for you to get some product and actually work with it. Make what little bit of product you have work until you can actually get more stuff to grow. Alright, now, let's go to the packaging station. We're going to bag up what we can so we have something to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And put that there, put that there. Alright, let's roll. Make sure we're not leaving anything behind. I don't want to leave anything behind when I come here. I'll even turn the lights off just because. Alright, let's go find a payphone somewhere. I don't know where one is, but it's been a while since I played this game, but I know there's Should be a payphone somewhere around here. Oh, look, there's a pickup truck. But still, I would rather have the mini. I'd rather have the van. Oh, cans. Alright, let's see. Where would a payphone be? Ah, found one. Good to hear your voice, buddy. Looks like our luck finally ran out. The feds have got me locked up while I wait for a trial. Glad to hear you managed to slip out, though. Back before I moved to Serena Flats, I used to live out there in Highland Point. Not the nicest town around, but plenty of opportunity for someone in your line of work. If memory serves, I got some cash stashed out there. It ain't much, but it'll be enough to get you back on your feet. You can find it stashed near the town hall fountain in the canal behind the supermarket. Go grab it. Head back to the RV. We'll go from there. That cop right there, that one right there is one of the singular most annoying cops out there. That old guy right there. That one right in the middle of the road right there. Not that one, that one. That one right there, that old ass dude. He is one of the singular most annoying people ever. He never gives up. He's always chasing you. He chases you so hard, it's ain't funny. Money! Gotta head to the supermarket and find the drop box point behind it. Alright. Waka. Money. It's best that you carry most of your money on you until such a point at which you can't carry anymore. Always walk on the opposite side of the road from the cops. That way they have a less chance of actually trying to snag you. Yeah, well, I mean, if you literally can't get around, then what's the point? The heck are you doing down here, woman? Bruh! Somebody freaking, bruh! Everybody's freaking out because they heard a little explosion. It's like, oh my God, what's that? I knew it. I'm glad I pulled all my stuff out of here before it went boom, boom. What's that? Welcome to Highland Point. This is our territory. Don't interfere. Yeah, well, kind of expected that to happen because I remember it happened last time. I had a pretty bad memory of that point, but I do remember that happening. Open hatch, and we're going to throw stuff inside. Don't worry, I'm going to get to you. I know they have a tool for this, so thank you for the extra $8. Well, shit, that's not ideal. There's a powerful cartel in town, the Benzie's family. I figured they'd eventually be a problem, but didn't think they'd find you this quickly. Looks like you're gonna need somewhere low-key to stay for a while. Head over to the motel and ask her about getting a room. After that, you'll be needing some new equipment. There's a hardware store just northeast of the motel. Grab a grow tent soil and a watering can. But I already got my watering can. I made sure to hold on to that before I left. Let's roll. We gotta go and talk to the motel person. The biggest spot you always gotta watch for cops is like right here, because they'll stand like right here, making it almost impossible to sneak through this area. They'll be standing like right in this area, basically almost even Steven with this right here. So they'll be able to see right down that way. So they'll be able to see you unless you're sneaking real carefully and you manage to slip down that alleyway before they notice you. Yoda! Donna! Hello! Alright. Time to go to the hardware store and find some bags and other material. I stuck with harvesting like trash and stuff for a long while before I finally managed to actually get around. Hi there, old man. How you doing? Let's see. What can I grab? I know I need a trash bag and a grabber. Grow tent. $270. I don't actually have any stuff, so yeah, let's go ahead and drop that in there. Drop all my funds in there so I actually have something to work with.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get to him before he closes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, let's see what we got. Head back to the motel room, and we're going to go ahead and get our stuff set up. Then we're going to start working diligently on gathering trash so we can buy more stuff across the next few days, because we're going to need a lot of grow. We only have room for like maybe 2 grow tents in this small, very tiny little room. We also need a packaging station, which is another thing we're going to have to really work on grabbing. Go ahead and pour the dirt in here so we actually have something to work with. I don't remember how to pick stuff up. Let me see. Settings, controls. How do I pick stuff up? It's been a while since I actually had to do this, so honestly, it's been a while, so I don't remember how to pick stuff up. There it is. It looks like I wasted a bag of dirt. At least we'll ask you if you're seen outside. Let's see, what all do I got? 13 bucks, look at that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put this and this here so I actually have something to work with. We're going to hold on to basically just the drugs for now. And honestly, I might end up just scrolling around outside, just... it can be a little bit of a squeaker trying to stay outside whenever it's dark. So you gotta be on the move constantly. But this is one of the greatest times to actually be out and about. Yes, because it's the greatest time to be out, because, well, the cops can't do shizzle if they can't find you. They can't do shizzle to you if they can't find your batonkus, so it's best to be out and about whenever it's late, when they can't see you. How are these guys able to be out and about, moving about? Huh? How are all these people able to be out and about moving, yet I can't do that? Why do I always get in trouble? Why is it I get in trouble every time you have all these other people that are even allowed to walk home? They're literally allowed to walk home, okay? They're allowed to walk home. Like, shouldn't they already be at home by that time so, you know, they don't get in trouble? I'm just trying to gather trash so I can easily get some money. Okay? Because I know I need money in order to really do anything. But there's always a lot of trash laying around, so it's best time to do this is after dark, whenever the cops are not quite as active. You basically gotta go like right here and wait till this cop passes. Never mind. I'm pretty sure those guys are gonna be coming this way, so it's best that I go here and just wait and see if they come up this way. I gotta see if they come up this way. I don't know if they do, but I'm pretty sure they do, and they go that way. I'm not sure. It's been so long, so I don't know if their patrol routes might have changed. These guys are literally allowed to just roam around randomly. No. They won't ever get in trouble. Oh, no. They're just allowed to roam around like this because why not? Oh, yeah. Whenever you put stuff in trash cans, it never goes away. But it also becomes quite the pain in the batonkus to get it all out. But it does actually save it. If you put it in a trash can, it does actually save it. So it's like if you don't have any trash bags at that moment to pick it all up and take it with you or whatever, you can technically do just by putting it into one of the local trash dumpsters and then come back for it later. I'll get to you in a little bit, Uncle. For one, I'm trying to make enough money so I can actually buy weed seeds and stuff, because I know weed seeds, and I need a packing table. I need bags. There's so much stuff that I actually need in order to actually get myself situated and ready to start making and selling product. Because right now, I don't have anything I can really use to do really anything. I'm just kind of motoring around picking up trash right now because it's one of the only ways you can make money this early if you don't have any product already ready to go. I have a little bit of product, but not nearly enough to really be out making any real money. I do not know what time it is. I'm assuming it's probably 2:37, so it's almost time for the daylight to be around. Almost. It ain't quite time yet, but it's almost there. I'll answer Uncle Nelson's phone call as soon as daybreak comes, so I'm not sitting on the phone while it's after dark. Because when it's after dark, it's much more dangerous to be on the phone. You never know when a cop's going to come around, and if you can't get off the phone quick enough and run away before the cops see you, you're basically screwed. Because the cops they don't run that fast, but if you gain a big enough wanted level, they literally start sending, the cop cars and stuff at you. The best thing about my playthrough is I never had that problem. I never stuck my neck out that far for a sale. If I knew I wasn't going to be able to make that run, I always made sure I set it for the next day. Like, literally, I would make them wait a whole day, basically, to pick up their drugs if I knew I wasn't going to be able to make it to them before the end of the day, before that 5 o'clock switch over. Let's see, is there any other drugs? Not drugs. Sewer key required. It's 4 a.m. Go to sleep. No, don't worry. I will. At some point, I'm going to grab trash and stuff, so I've got some money to work with. Personally, I'd rather actually have some money to work with when I go to the store to buy more stuff, like a packing table and some other stuff. I know I'm going to need that stuff to be able to progress. I don't have any seeds to grow more weed with, but I have a little stuff, but not enough to really do anything serious with. You're almost ready to go, but you're missing one thing: key ingredient, weed seeds. You'll need to speak to a supplier to get your hands on some seeds. I pass your number on to Albert Hoover, the local weed supplier. Send him a message and request a direct drop. I vouch for you, so you won't have to pay up front. Your order will go on your tab, which you can pay off in the future. It's also important that I make sure I have enough money for any future dead drops. Because the kush seeds, they're not exactly cheap. They're not really expensive, but they're also not cheap either. I'll go and put that in there. Cycle it off. $11. Message. I need a drop. I'll let you know when it's ready. Should be about 4 hours and 30 minutes. Right. Means I got 4 hours and 30 minutes to come up with like $270, so I can pay it off as soon as that stuff's dropped. That way I don't have to worry about owing anything. That way I can worry more about actually coming up with enough money to, Adapter. See, because I need $270-something in order to really be able to make any serious kush. I know after a while, the cops will actually start motoring around in cop cars, like big cop vehicles. They'll start motoring around and they'll start running spotlights around if they know if they know a drug dealer's motoring about selling drugs in large bulk supply, like I did out of that house right there. Actually, was my main operation base was this house right here for like the longest time. I wonder if there's any cops over here. That's another thing. You can also save space by bagging your trash up. If you throw it all in a big dumpster and you just fill that dumpster up with trash, you can run up to the dumpster with a trash bag. I'm not talking about one of these dumpsters. Those dumpsters, they don't work very well. They don't secure or protect your trash. Although they do occasionally spawn with some trash in them, but it's, you know, never really much. So it's best that you just motor around town doing this and dropping trash off in either the nearest cash box or the nearest dumpster. If there's a dumpster somewhere nearby, like down here or elsewhere. Go! Big money! $37, nice. We're almost there to paying off that bill. And that stuff hasn't even been delivered yet. I'm already almost there to paying it off. I would rather be able to pay it off now so I can order more later. Also be able to actually order more materials. Because I'm gonna need little baggies and stuff in order to really be able to drop large amounts of kush off. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Go, money. $17. The cops will spot you if you're running around with a flashlight on, but that's only if they're in the local area looking around, actually looking for you. Which, after hours, they're always looking for you. There's never really anywhere specific to hide. So you always got to be careful when you're doing stuff like what I'm doing, which is really, honestly, I'm just trying to make enough money to pay off this bill, since I don't actually have any material to sell, and this early on in the game, I don't even have any customers yet, because I've not actually gone out of my way to grab some potential customers yet. I'm making dead drops of trash, so I can come back later and grab it whenever I need some money. There'll be like a big mountain of trash in those cans. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. Alright, run to the nearest trash can, which is this one right over here. I'm gonna go back over here and I'm gonna grab trash out of the can that's down here, and I'm gonna just start squirreling white trash in a single can instead of several smaller bunches. Alright, there we go. That's another full load of trash. I'm trying to scroll away on trash. I can actually bag it up in a trash bag. Let's see, we got more trash here. Alrighty. Seems to be basically all the trash that I'm gonna find around here just by blindly looking around. The Benzies family, I never actually ran into them out here. I never actually had a problem with the Benzies family until like way later. And even then, I never actually got into a literal confrontation with him. I actually never got into confrontation with him because whenever I played, there was no cartel. Because the cartel update was very shortly thereafter I stopped playing. Very shortly thereafter. It was like a month or two after I stopped playing that the cartel update came out. Because I had gotten a lot of money in a full blown operation, and I had literally just very recently moved to the operation, a new house or a new base of operations. I gotta make sure I turn my flashlight off. I'm running around with my flashlight on like an idiot whenever there's cops literally right there that almost saw me. They almost saw me. I gotta get back to my safe point. Run to the trash can, boys. Run to the trash can. Secure the loot. Secure the garbage. It usually takes about a day. Usually after you run through the whole town collecting all the various trash, it usually takes about a day for all the trash to fully rejuvenate. Alright, I gotta go down past this guy's camp place here. We got like 80% now. Now we gotta run back to the camp and secure the rest of the trash. I'll probably actually use one of my trash bags to bag this trash up. Alright, we got 2 bags of trash here that we're gonna go and take to the nearest cash for trash thing. Put that in there, run over here and grab the other one, since we've spent a lot of time just motoring around gathering up various bits of little doodads worth of trash here to see if we can get enough money to pay off our debt. And we now have basically right at enough money to pay the debt off. We just have to go to sleep, so we have to bypass the curfew blockade. We have to run around this way to bypass the the cops of curfew patrol. The curfew patrol is always camping out right there at the bridge or right there in front of the taco stand, depending on where they've seen you last. It's mainly depending on whether or not where they have actually seen you motoring, where they've seen you operating. Alright, gotta go and place the proper amount of cash in the dead drop behind the hardware store over here. Then we got to work on grabbing up any additional trash we can find so we can buy ourselves a Alright. So now we gotta go and actually pick up our dead drop. And make sure we get those seeds to the house. Alright, now it's time for me to... I'm gonna go and actually put these seeds into the start growing myself some seedweed. Some kush weed. You're usually, as far as I'm concerned, I stuck with the OG kush seeds for like a long, like almost 95% of my, or like 50% of my total play time. I was selling kush, this OG kush stuff. Right around the time I stopped playing was when I finally switched, because I thought it might be an interesting combo to see what kind of effects the more expensive wheat that I could actually buy at that point could actually do with the mixtures I was making. I was making some pretty powerful stuff at that point in my alchemy labs. So yeah. Alright, now let's go about collecting some additional trash around town. We'll squirrel it away. We'll squirrel most of the trash we find around town into the local trash can that's like right there. Like right there, I think there's one like right over here. Or we can squirrel it in this one. Is there anything in here? No. No, but I am going to be picking up trash periodically throughout the day. As soon as I see it, I go in. As soon as I see any trash, I usually go into trash collection mode. I usually motor around the entire area, picking up every little piece of trash I can, and then squirreling it back to my hiding place. Look, okay, folks, I'm weird like that, okay? I'm a cleaner. I usually clean stuff. In this game, it's always like little trash. If I see a few pieces of trash laying around, I usually just, like, I'm always carrying this grabber thing with me. Everywhere I go, I always carry it with me, just in case there's some trash, some good money-making material laying around that I can use to make some money. Because you never know, there might be some money-making material laying around. You never know. You gotta be careful. Make sure you actually work your butt-tonkas off to pick up and collect. Stash and dash? What the heck? What is this? This wasn't here. What is this? Is this a new base? Oh, hell no. This is nice and all, but this is in a horrible location. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Well, actually, no, it's actually not that bad. I mean, it does have a little bit more room, but still, this is not, it's not really that great. Plus, you never know. Somebody might be living in one of them container things there. You gotta be careful. Make sure you don't knock on the wrong door and somebody come out blasting with a shotgun or something, because I know they got guns in this game. I never bought them because honestly, I was always busy carrying product with me everywhere I went. I was almost always carrying product with me. I'm basically almost everywhere I went. So it was like I didn't ever have any room for like weapons and ammo and stuff. I never wasted my space for that. I just avoided confrontation like the plague. I avoided cops. Basically, cops, and if at that point I was still playing when the cartels were like added, I would have avoided them like the plague as well, unless they like hunted my people down, like viciously hunted them down just so they could get the little bit of stuff they were carrying. I'm running over here, squirreling the trash away for later, because we're gonna need money so we can actually buy stuff later. That is the police barricade. That is the one thing that is always going to be a problem for you in this game. They can pop up anywhere. So before you plan on making a big sale somewhere, or you plan on like moving product or going somewhere with a ton of product in your van or whatever, which obviously I always used a van because I was always extra careful with that whenever I was actually on the move. Whenever I was planning on going and driving around town dropping off a ton of orders, because I always, whenever I was delivering orders, I was always making sure I had literally enough stuff for like the whole town, because I had people everywhere. I was always making dead drops for it, so I had to carry almost all of my drugs with me. I left all my seeds in my base, and anything that was like overwhelmingly like a lot, I left a lot of my drugs in my house because I only carried stuff that I could actually sell. Stuff I could actually sell to people, like jars of like 5 or 10 grams. Alright, now, let's run over here and secure this trash in the trash can. Then we're gonna go over to we're gonna look around town. Once we pick up the trash that's in this can right here, we're going to go and check on our seeds back at the base, because I know we need to secure the rest of the loot. We need to look about securing the rest of the trash around town, as well as securing the seeds and stuff. Make sure the stuff ain't gonna grow in a weird way or whatever. Make sure that we're gonna secure the wheat before it, goes bad or whatever, if that's even a thing in this game. Give me the money. Big money. We need a packing station and bagging. So we need to go and buy we need to sell this lamp and this TV, because I don't use the TVs whenever I, get them in a house or whatever. I never use them. What's a small amount of water you used to mist mushroom beds? Big Mac can be assigned to employees or used for general storage. Okay. I'll come back for that stuff tomorrow. I need like $440, and right now I don't have any. I mean, I have like a small amount of product I can work with, but I don't have any baggies to actually bag up any additional products to sell later. There's not enough trash out to actually really concern myself with grabbing and squirreling away any additional loot. So. Alright, let's see. We're gonna pick up all the little trash bits and move them back to my squirreling home, squirreling spot. Make sure I can squirrel away whatever trash we manage to find around town. Simply squirrel it away down, back up here where I can actually get to it. It's not enough to actually make any money off of. That's why I put everything in one trash can, and I keep throwing stuff into that same trash can so that whenever I grab a baggie and I bag up a large amount of trash, it's usually at least $100 to $150 worth of trash. They go ahead and grow up an additional bit. Gonna go ahead and grow our next little, get our next little seeds in the ground. No, after a while, you're usually able to get them to come out, and actually come talk to you. Sorry, I was dropping some trash off for the night. I know. I need to, I need to not be outside, basically. I know. I'm gonna put some water on these plants so we can have them more or less almost completely grown by tomorrow. We're gonna fill this back up. There we go. As far as tomorrow goes, I don't know what time or what days. 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So what? He should theoretically be open tomorrow. Theoretically, he should be open theoretically tomorrow at like when I wake up. Should be. I'm usually very particular about when I go to bed, or if I even do go to bed. Hey there.
Yeah, Martin.
It's $150 I can work with. What do you got? You got anything?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's $150. I can easily use that. All right, let's go and deposit that little bit of money we got for now. I believe that is weekly. That's a weekly deposit because there's a certain point that you're going to be making so much money that you're going to have to hold on to some of the money because you're not. I was not really a fan of buying like businesses and stuff after, at least not at first. But once I got to a point where I started needing a lot of money to actually do things, I was more careful about. I was more particular about trying to save some money so I could actually buy one of those businesses. What's this? A sewer key required. Where do you even get that key? Do you have to steal it from somebody? I have a feeling you probably have to steal it from somebody. Probably. Alright, let's go hunt down some trash. Big trash. Trash cans. It's how, I mean, what I usually do, it really depends on where I'm at in town, whether or not I'll set up several different things, but usually I end up having like anywhere from between 3 and 5 different trash cans, that particular trash cans I'll be dropping my trash off in, because I'm always carrying this thing around. I might not have bags on me at all times, but I'm usually always carrying this little grabber thing with me. It's one of the first things I buy, because I know for a fact that hauling trash is one of the best early methods of making money when you don't have any customers and you don't have a lot of push to sell. Which I don't usually start selling push until probably up somewhere around the first week, like after like a full week of time has passed in game. Because I usually spend that first week gathering up all the money I can to buy, so where I can buy like more seeds from the dealer and get my reputation with him up, but also buy grow tents and more stuff. But then again, I'm trying to save up money so I can actually buy some specifics. How much do we got? Not enough. We need more. A lot more. A lot more for it to be more worth it, basically. Trash is trash. Six p.m. to 6 a.m. So it's usually during the dark time hours that you can go in there and buy some of the better stuff. But usually you won't be able to buy really anything out of there for a while. Alright, I'm going to run down this way and I'm going to hunt down some trash down this way because I know there's have a trash can I usually operate out of when I'm in this area. There's a trash can over here on this far area over here that I usually operate out of. I gotta run all the way over here to grab it. Make sure I stay away from the cops. Grab the trash. Grab this little bit of trash here, and basically just pick up all the trash. No, you always want to be on the vigilant watch out, especially for the coppers to come start motoring around like that guy. Those cops. Cop cars, bro. Well, for one, I can always guarantee you, your Patocus is not outrunning one of those guys. You might be able to outrun the cops that are on foot, but you won't be outrunning any of that one of those fat police vehicles. At least not in the vehicle I usually motor around in, which is, well, the minivan. That is, unless very specifically, you're very good at driving vans, which I'm pretty damn good at driving a van. I can swing my weight around in that thing. I can swing the tail around pretty easily with that thing. It's not that hard for me. Just trying to hunt down any additional little trash I can in this area. Alright, let's go get our payday for the trash in this area. Let's go, money. 93 buckaroos. And that's not even all the trash, it's only some of the trash that's like, you know, that I've actually found. Well, I gotta pick up whatever I can. Pick up whatever I can and get it thrown in here so I can actually make a little bit of a paycheck. Alright, let's go and grab this trash. Trash. Run around the backside of this building, look for more trash. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go back down this way. We're gonna go here, deposit, make another deposit with what money we can. And we're gonna keep running around and keep trying to squirrel away more trash because we still need a little bit more money, I think. So let's go check our shopping basket and see if it's still here. Let's go on and get this stuff taken back to the base because we need to get this stuff put away before the curfew comes around. Alright, let's go back around to the store. Next thing we're gonna place is this next grow bed here, so I can grow 3 cushions instead of just 2 per day, or per every so often. Alright, now we need to go. We need to get it. We need to grow the rest of the seeds we have. We need to go to we need to text the dealer, and we need to get another bout of seeds on the way. Well, I usually use these big shelves. I usually only buy the big shelves once I actually unlock them from the hardware store. I always buy the bigger ones because, well, for one, I need a lot of storage for all the stuff that I usually end up getting. It's always a lot, so there's always a lot that I need. Alright, let's go ahead and trim off our next harvest. We're going to go ahead and get the next harvest put in the ground once I finish harvesting the rest of this stuff. Alright, let's go over here. We're gonna go to the trash can that we work out of, and we're gonna dump all of our trash in here. You see, it's best that you don't actually dump anything in the trash can, because one, that tiny ass little thing right here does not hold anything. It doesn't hold nearly enough for it to be even remotely worth all the stuff you're putting into it. It basically makes it less worth it when you actually throw it into a literal trash can instead of just putting it into a dumpster outside and then bagging it up in a trash can, so a bag. So it's actually more worth it, because for one, that bag can hold as much as you can fit into that small circle. So if you pile up a gigantic amount of trash inside that small circle, you could pick up everything in that thing. That trash can doesn't hold very much. It only holds like 10 to maybe like 10 items, I think. It's very small, very minusculely small amount of material. Not enough for it to be even remotely worth the trouble you're actually putting into it. Alright, we got more kush coming in, so that's good. Alright. Let's go out and we're going to start trying to hunt down more trash. Hunt down more trash if we can find any. Cops have already moved on. Alright, let's go down this way. Reach rank Hoodlum 5 before you get to access this area. Hoodlum? Oh yeah, that's right. You can only access that area. That area was added way after I had started. It was added like later, like way after, because like I was already, by the time they added that in, I was already in that little house over there. I hadn't gotten I hadn't yet gotten the van yet, but I was well and truly, I was on my way to getting it. It was just, I had yet to actually get the van vehicle. Nope. I'm just gonna keep piling stuff in that trash can so I can easily, if I need to dump something out, I can. I got, what, 2 more seeds left? Let's go on and we're going to pour water on all these so that they don't dry out before I have to go to bed or sleep or whatever. Street rat level 1. Alright, let me go over here. Go ahead and do that, and we're good to go. Well, I usually go with 9, because now that I have 3, I can easily go with 9 seeds in total, so I can grow 3 sets of weed. I could buy, like, 9 bags of soil, once I run out, obviously, but I'll buy 9 seeds from now on, so I don't run out, or I don't have to worry about running out of seeds or whatever. Seeds or soil, obviously. Alright, now let me pick up all this trash here, and we will be ready to, I'm gonna go throw this in the trash out here in the big can outside. I'm backing up all my product right now, all the product that I've grown so far, as much as I can. I don't know how many bags I'm gonna need. I know I can back up at least 50 kush, but I'm pretty sure I got far more than that at this point. Seeds, kush acquired. Get in there. Alright, let's bag up all the products that we can possibly get, and then we're gonna go out and we're gonna start making some serious coinage. We'll list it as for sale, and we'll go and start getting some samples for some of the folks that live, you know, nearby. Well, with what I have now, this makes 3 stacks of product that I can sell and make money off of. No, I never buy a trash can for my houses. I usually just go. I usually will literally go out of my way to go to the nearest and take all of my trash to one of my nearby squirreling sites, which is a dumpster that nearby that I always go to. And I usually will literally go out of my way. All right, now let's go here. Product list for sale. Hey, I'll need 4 Kush for 195. Deal. Get my trash picker ready, because you never know, I might run across some trash for my trash can, my dumpster system later, or while I'm actually on my way to my drops. Yo,
Huh?
Taco Man. Cool. What you got, man? Nice. Satisfaction. Westville. What's up, bro? Got the skateboards for sale. Completely pointless to have unless you just want to have fun. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and make my deposit so I can actually look around and look into getting more bags and more seeds. Alright, let's see. I usually will literally go about buying, PG will increase the yield of your plants at the cost of quality. On it to increase the quality of the plants. See, because I use both of these plus the extra long life soil and the water. I'll get that too. Will water up to 8 surrounding big sprinkler? Nice. Soil pourer. Mixing station. Packaging station. A hoodlum 5. Ugh. It's so much. Let's see. let's go and can't drop those off. Unlock edge. Street rat 5. My order limit is bumped up to 290. Beep, 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 beep. Bro, I have my entire supplies worth of drugs on me. You really think I want to be near cops? Hell no. Nope. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good on being searched. I'm gonna go to my squirreling site and go squirrel away whatever trash I have. Hey there. Don't know. Want a free sample? I mean, it might not be what you want, but maybe. Cool. I need I need customers. That's what I need. I need people that I can talk to. I need folks I can actually talk to, so I can actually drop off some orders. The cops won't even talk to me. Okay. That over there is supposed to be an extended area that they're probably eventually working on. Potential customer. Peter? Where's Peter?
Sure. Sure.
Never mind, I'm good. There's cops everywhere. I'm good. I'll come back later, don't worry. I'm always on the watch out, on the sharp lookout for that noise. Like, okay, I'm after... That guy's moving, so that means he's actually out and about. I need to find this guy. He's like, what, in the middle of the street or something? Oh, there he is. What's up, bro? You want a free sample? That cop is like right there, bro. I would rather not get in trouble if I can help it. We got two other potential customers in the area that we can work with. Just means I need to run them down before they get outside of the area of operation that I can work with. I tried. That guy's he's a little tougher of a customer. He's just a little tougher. Well, I mean, right now, I've sold 5 kush, and I got 205 XP and a bunch of money. Level 2 on the host. Our driver's ready for behind the Thompson construction. I'm actually headed there for a deal.
Huh?
Hey, bro. I got your stuff. Nice. Alright, let's pick up my seeds while I'm out. Alright. Let's hunt down my next customer. We got one coming up the road right now. Don't worry, Mr. Phone, I'll get to you soon. Eventually. What about you, Lucy? Hey. Okay. She's not in my area yet. I don't have her area unlocked. What you got? A few deals made some decent cash, but if you're looking to make real money, you'll need to expand your more product, more customers. Best way to gain new customers is give free sample to a friend of an existing customer. You can build off this potential customers on your map, grab some weed, give them a free sample. With a bit of luck, they'll agree to be a customer. Keep up with more customers, you'll need more product. That hotel room isn't going to cut it for much longer. Time for an upgrade. There's a cheap room for sale above the Chinese restaurant just north of your motel. Save $800, then go ask about buying that room. This right here is one of the ones I hated going to after dark. I hate going here after dark. Do you notice that the cops, they camp out right there, like right there. They're always camping out right there, so it's almost impossible to actually get that place after dark. Okay, it's actually next to impossible for someone like me. It's not exactly easy for me to squeeze in there without getting caught by the cops. Oop, I dropped a cup. Go in there. It's about time for me to go and grab my trash bag so I can empty out that trash can and make cut some profit from all that trash. Alright, let's go back here. Alright, let's head back up here. We're gonna go and go to the trash can, drop off the trash, check that can for trash. We're gonna go to the big can over here, drop off it, pile on even more trash. Yo, what you got? Alright, let's go over here. We're gonna drop off the Kush seeds. Grab a bag, and we're going to go grab our trash bag. We're gonna go to the big dumpster. We're gonna grab our trash. What? Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Fuck off.
Don't you say
Sideways.
your buzzer.
Bro, you just reminded me I've survived another shitty year in this crap-ass world, okay? Do you not understand how bad gas prices are right now? They're killing me, folks. I work in a driving job, a job where I have to drive a vehicle all the damn time. Do you not understand how much this damn all this crap with the gas prices is really screwing with me. No, it's not any one particular person's fault. It's just the fact that some people just want to be an asshole and they want control over. They want to hold control over people so they can just keep saying fuck you to people because they want to be mean. Instead, they're just being dicks. What about their own gas prices? They're closing up, they're closing up, oil sites and stuff around. Wow, how much money I got? 157? Nice. I'm gonna pick that up and I'm gonna start another squirreling trash can. We're going to go and drop off, this is one person I need to talk to. He wants bowl. Alright, let's go on down to the next drop, and we're going to drop off an additional. Our next order is down here. Alright, let's go talk to Miss Chang here at the restaurant here. Or Ming, sorry, excuse me, Ming. Knock knock. Ooh. Hey there.
Oh.
Not quite strong enough for her. I know it's not strong enough for her, so yeah. Move the grow tents and packaging stuff to this room. So we're going to go ahead and drop off all whatnot. We're gonna drop our tools and stuff in here, and we're going to pick up. I can't move it, so the best thing I can do is just move this. Alright, we're gonna move this as close to the door as I can get it so I can have more space to operate and expand my operation as much as possible. I would actually like to be able to get at least one additional grow tent. At least one additional grow tent and be able to haul any more seeds per day. Alright, we're gonna grab that, grab that. We're gonna grab all that and we're gonna run. Run to the next place. You know, I'm honestly kind of curious. Are they gonna make you pay? Are they gonna make you at some point pay somebody to finish building that road? You know how much that'd be? It wouldn't be hard for somebody with a lot of freaking money to do. I mean, no, not really. Down, 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 down. gotta go down here to this place, because after I leave this place, I usually never come back. Well, no, I mean, most of these houses come with like free furniture and stuff because you're paying a lot of money for it. So I try to get at least a little reimbursement for all that money I'm blowing trying to get some stuff put away. Now, I'm gonna go over to my squirreling site that's over here, and I'll actually grab whatever's in here, if there's even anything in here. There's one singular item in here. I'm gonna grab that, and I'm gonna move it to the others, my new squirreling site down this way. Behind my house. Near my house right here, there's a trash can, like right here, that's basically perfect for a squirreling site as well as hiding. Alright, folks. Let's see where we are at right now. We are almost 2 hours in, so we'll be ending this first stream here very shortly, probably. I'm probably gonna just go on to sleep, actually. Actually, no. I'm gonna wait here for a little bit. I gotta go take my medicine real quick, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna take you people with me, though, because I'm going to the kitchen. Medicine time. Favorite time of the day. Oh, it looks like I got a notification. Oh, there's another one. Good thing I didn't sleep or I would have missed out on these. Probably. I probably would have missed out on them. Alright, I'm gonna rinse this out so it can be used later. One of the best things about this house is the fact that it's actually up in it's actually above the ground, so you can actually see when the cops are coming, because they pass basically right by your house on their patrol route. They pass right by the stairs, so you know exactly whenever it's time to leave, because they'll walk right by your stairs. And as soon as they pass by, time to motor on and do your nightly drug sales. Or mainly, what I try to do at night, I try to do all of my growing and mixing and everything else. I do all of my sales during the day, or as many as I can. Trust me, if I didn't have any dealers, oh my god, I would have so many customers on the daily trying to buy a customer. Oh, you have no idea. I had such a powerful, like, before I quit playing, I had a blend. My signature drug that I made. It was a signature for me. No, I won't tell y'all how I made it, because I'm pretty sure some people would probably abuse the ever-loving shit out of it if they knew. exactly how I made it, they would probably abuse the shit out of it because it made me a lot of damn money. If I would have mixed it with a few more things, I probably would have been making into the. I probably would have been making almost $1,000 per sale, if not more. I think I actually was making almost $1,000 per sale whenever I was using it, but then again, it takes so damn long to make. Because it takes a long time to make, because one, it has so many individual steps to make this one drug out of other drugs, because it's like, you take your basic drug you make, then you simply mix it with, you keep mixing it. You mix it with one item, then you get that item, then you mix that item with another item, then you get the item from that item, and then you keep going, and you keep mixing it until you get to the point where it's like, it's so powerful that when somebody smokes it, they might as well be vaporized because it's so powerful. Alright, it's time to go do some sleepy. Where does he say? Drop Dan's hardware, okay. Says standard drop point is right over here. Alright, now now that we've got our debt paid off, we're gonna go and talk to Uncle Nelson. Got a decent base of operations and growing customer. You'll be pulling in some proper cash now, but you'll need to manage all this special time to think about recruiting a dealer. There's a guy. His name is, I think, he'll be your first dealer you can work with. You won't be able to hire a dealer until one of their friends has recommended you. Benji is friends with Peggy, Beth, and Ludwig. Focus on selling to them until one of them recommended you. Alright, let's see. Yup. I'll set it up for the afternoon, so I'm hoping I might be able to secure a few more deals before then. I need to go back to my house and grab a trash bag so I can go back to the other house and grab the trash can from that house. And then I need to sell the trash can from that house. Or buckaroos. I'll close your doors for you. Thank you for that $120. I'll be using that at some point to buy an additional good bit of growing material, probably. What you got, bro? I'm gonna set up a whole bunch of deals for today. the afternoon here in hopes that maybe somebody can help me get some, help me settle the deals with all these people here. While I'm hunting around for additional trash to throw in my trash can, so I can make a good bit of chump change off the trash here. It's change, big change, and in you go, trash. Squirreling time. Dan, what you got, man? Let's see what we got. Increases regulator 9. Add 9. Add 9. Add. I'm going with 100 baggies actually, so I can have a good bit of stuff here. I'm also going to buy another large storage rack, so I have an additional little bit of area. What you got, bro? Alright, let's go around and make all of our drops here. Well, I got one back here somewhere that we're gonna need to make.
What is it?
Well, I need a lot of money so I can actually get on with grabbing my money. Alright, let's motor on down here, drop off the next batch. I need a few more sales and I'll be able to actually squirrel away the proper amount of material. Alright, what do we got? Let's go on and cancel out those. If they don't order before the end of this shift or whatever, then yeah. The end of whatever today, whatever time the orders are gonna stop rolling. Basically, if they don't order within the next 2 hours, I'll have to set it up for a run tomorrow. I usually set up the runs for tomorrow if it goes into the night. Because, well, I mean, let's face it, the nighttime is usually the best time to stay up all night, basically, in your camping out in your house, making all the, mixing up all your, well, growing all of your seeds, basically. Alright, I need to get to Ludwig. Let's go as quick as possible. We need to go. I need to run down here and give him his kush before it expires.
Mm-hmm.
Money, big money, big money. Tomorrow morning, I'll set up any deliveries for tomorrow morning.
Howdy.
I'm glad they added that because you usually if they never added that, it would have been a pain in the butt to get rid of old furniture and stuff, like stuff you weren't using anymore. Alright. Let's go on and get down here. Alright, let's see. We're going to drop this off. We'll set that up for a tomorrow morning drop. That's 8 kush. I have 22 in total. Actually, no. Technically speaking, if you really want to make some serious cash, you can actually go and buy multiple of these grabber things, and you can actually squirrel away all of that money.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I'm actually trying to buy a bulk order of various little doodads, so I have to make sure I'm squirreling away every little bit of money I can while I'm still able to. So I need to go around and get like another 150 or a little over $150 more worth of trash that I could sell. Alright, let's go ahead and we're gonna empty out this thing since I don't have any trash cans on me. Alright, let's go around. We're going to keep looking for additional because we don't have much longer before the nighttime comes around. Alright, let's go around and we're gonna keep trying to grab and squirrel away any additional tidbits of trash we can. Well, yeah, I need like another $100 or so, but I'm gonna try to get what I can out of the trash in the area. Alright, let's go ahead and grab all these little bits of trash here. And we're gonna go ahead and get this trash down to our curfew, or the nearest cash or trash. $86 something odd dollars. It's not bad. $86 for our total. And let's head into our place and sleep it off. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get the next batch of plants thrown into the ground. Or at the very least, we're gonna get some of it into the ground. I gotta basically stay inside throughout the night while I grow whatever little tad bits of kush I can. Well, I mean, I got two small sets. It's very standard little stuff, but not bad. Alright, let's try to grow. Alright, throw some water on this one. Let this baby grow a little bit. Alrighty. Let's see. What time is it? Gonna get rid of that message here. It's 12:30 something, so we got a little bit longer before we got anything. Euphoric, standards low. Very low. Alright, I think that's it for now. I might be able to squirrel away some a slight, like a little bit additional money. Alright, let's get on the road. We gotta drop off all the drugs that we have. Drop that off. Alright, let's get to the next drop point. Yo! Didn't mean to. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I need to change my button for punching. Ow. That hurt a lot. Right, I need to be more careful. Let's see, can I change my settings from punching? Is there a button for punch? No. I wish I could change the punch button to something else.
Huh?
Alright, this is basically all the kush I have for now. I got 3 left. 3 little bits of kush left that I can work with. Well, actually, we're gonna set down 500 and we're gonna hold on to a little bit so I can make some orders. Alright, we're gonna head back to the base of operations and we're gonna drop everything off. It's not that, it's like I don't actually know how to move. I know this will bump me up to 5, so if I'm able to order in like a larger bulk quantity for seeds, I'll be able to grow a much larger amount of them. Alright, I need to go and grab my, what little bit of seeds I can. I need to go and make a bulk order supply. let's go over here. We're gonna go ahead and drop that off. Well, first I need to get like a much larger amount of like kush seeds so I can actually operate. I need at least a full stack's worth. Alright, that's it for that one. Okay, so look, okay, so I have enough for one full batch. One full batch worth. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna pour. Alright, pour this. And I gotta pour all the stuff, all the soil out so I actually can, 5 is usually a stretch for me. That's usually about as many as I can actually handle at at any one time. 5 grow beds is usually about my maximum for early game. Any more than that, and it tends to get kind of hard to afford to, operate them all. Unless I've got a lot of customers and even a dealer. Once I get a dealer, it's not as hard for me to, like, fully operate my group of peeps. I'll better get a little bit better quality out of this. I'm doctoring all of my seeds, all of my growing seeds up right now. I'm doctoring them all up. I'm getting them all into the ground, and I'm going to doctor them all up. That way I can go and put all these bottles in the trash outside. It did take me a while to learn not to buy the instant growth stuff because it actually really hurts your quality. Because you're punching your quality in the face twice there because you're using a thing that's going to give you a higher rate of, like, a higher amount of kush from each plant. But then you're also using a speed grow thing, which makes it grow just a little bit, grows like 50%. And then you throw fertilizer on top of it, which allows you to get, like, a little bit better, but it saves your quality by, a little bit, but not much. I'm doctoring all of these things up real quick, and before I head out, before I pull my phone out, because I need to pull my phone out and check my customer page and get all my people assigned for tomorrow, probably, because most likely by tomorrow I will have quite a lot of folks here ready to roll. let's go ahead. We're gonna put the kush on top. We're gonna put the kush, the properly bagged kush here. We're gonna put this singular kush seed there. And then we are going to properly water all of these. Then I'm going to bust my phone out and assign a whole bunch of orders or whatever I'm got coming in for tomorrow, so that whenever I wake up, I'll most likely have plenty of kush ready to sell, or hopefully. Give me the good stuff. Alright, orders. Alright, so we're going to do this for tomorrow. Morning. Alright. Morning. Morning. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and we've already ordered our next batch of kush, so we're gonna go ahead and get that pay. We're gonna go ahead and pay the debt off of that. Well, it's easier if you pay in bulk. Like, what you want, fool? You're staring at me on the damn flashlight. How dare you? Freaking eyeing up that alleyway. I just ran down to. Alright, do that. So. Yep. We will do all of it tomorrow morning. Mainly because everything should be grown by tomorrow. It should be. And I've got more than enough bags to bag up all this kush, or at least I hope so. I'm pretty sure I bought at least 100 bags, and I've already got 3 stacks of kush here that I need to work with, that I have to work with. So we're gonna finish bagging up all this thing, and then we'll probably end the stream here, and then simply start another stream here in about 30 or 40 minutes. I'm gonna take a little break, get something to eat, and go to the bathroom and do my morning rituals and stuff. Alright, how many are we gonna get? Mind you, this is all with the all 3 of the different growth enhancers. But this is the only time I'm going to be using that speed growth stuff. I don't normally use that. I don't even know why I bought it. It's actually a waste of money. Yeah, technically, it is actually technically a waste of money. It's a massive waste of money because it drops your quality even more than what you really need. You really want it to be dropping. You don't want it to be dropping that much. That's 3 additional stacks right there. work diligently on bagging this stuff up because I got a whole metric crap load of kush I've got a bag here. And then tomorrow, whenever I go and make all these sales, I'll simply go and buy more kush seeds. And then I'll get the soil and stuff, and I'll grow, you know, like I'll sit there and I'll grow my kush and stuff, and then I'll probably come back after the break and have probably either just have the stuff ready to start growing or whatever. I don't really know. It depends, honestly. But first, I gotta bag up all this kush. I have to sit here and manually do this until I get to a point where I can unlock the upgraded packaging station, and I usually buy just one of those, and I usually keep a basic one here at this place whenever I move on to my next place, which is the little white house. I usually leave this place as like my my secondary drug making station. I usually have just a single employee to make stuff here. Well, usually one employee is enough to make meth. I think it's meth. I'm pretty sure it's meth. I think it's meth. But that takes a while. That's not like a right now thing. That's a later thing. I'm just gonna bag up all the kush I can. We're just gonna really quickly and efficiently bag this stuff up, or at least as efficiently as possible. That kush. Tray, bag, and start bagging the last batch that I can bag right now. I'll leave the last stack for later. I think the fastest I've ever made progress. But then again, I do know what I'm doing. I've played for a long time. The only thing I don't know what to expect is whenever I start facing the cartel people. Alright. Let's go across town over here and grab our seeds. got our seeds, so we can actually collect materials tomorrow. We can actually collect the materials, and we can actually start growing seeds in bulk. Alright, folks. So, this is our day 8 finished. So, we're going to go ahead and end the stream here. If you like this first stream of our new game series for Schedule 1, please do leave a like, and I will see you again in the next one. We'll be back in about 30 or 40 minutes for our next stream, so we're going to simply pick up right where we left off, and we're going to keep expanding our thing and keep making new drugs, and eventually we'll start mixing our drugs and making cocktail drugs, basically. But that'll be probably either stream 3 or 4, depending on how much progress I make and how fast I go. Depends. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace.